then look up extortion in that. And I think he got it. He's gonna bring that out. Now the key word, what did you say about that?
Extortion.
So no, about the brothers being used.
They use Hebrew Israelites as an extortion.
All right. So we're gonna show you how they even break the law, how you should even deal with something like that. Read that, brother.
Luke 18:11.
Uh-huh.
The Pharisees stood and prayed thus with themselves. God, I thank thee that I am not as the other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican.
Publican. Now we're gonna look them all that up. But give me extortion.
Now, this
That's
is
the key
Greek
word.
word. This is the Greek word for extortion, right? Which is hapax, which is a Greek word, hapax, which means a raptionist, a ravenous, an extortioner, a robber.
He robbing y'all niggas. Run those pockets, kid.
Give me that change.
So when you extort brothers, meaning you stealing.
Yeah. You might be a stick-up kid robbing niggas. The Lord ain't dealing with that. And y'all feed into it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feed right into that bullshit.
They're hustling y'all.
Hustling y'all. Use the perfect word. Leave that shit alone. It's running out, man. Worry about doing the labor. Laboring for the truth. That's all you gotta do, man. You ain't gotta do that extraterrestrial shit. All right, brother. Back to the that was it on that?
Yeah, that was it.
All right, back to the law.
Okay. So that goes into stealing.
Yeah, stealing.
Yep, that's in the Ten Commandments.
We're gonna finish this and then we're gonna close it out after 1 to 17. No, 1 to 17.
Okay.
That's the Lord.
Okay. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which hath brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Right?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Now, for example, that brother, being that he didn't know, that's why a couple of weeks, me and his brother went that you can commit adultery and you can commit fornication without you even knowing it. You know what I'm saying? Because you think that you're doing right in the Lord's eye, but if you're in a denomination talking about a Baptist church baptized you, you went into another God. You're serving another God, another power. You're not serving the supreme being Yahweh. You're not serving him. So unconsciously, you don't know that you're sinning, but you're still gonna pay for that. It don't matter. The Lord's still gonna write you up a summons and a ticket. Just because you didn't see that red light and that stop sign here, you still gonna get a summons. That's the same thing. You're still getting that ticket. You just better hope maybe it won't be a death certificate.
Any graven image, we're in a police state now where it's to the point where these cops are just shooting niggas down. They could pull you over. They could even if you comply. Look what happened. Just real quick. My bad.
No, brother.
Look what happened to what's the brother's name? Philando Castro. Philando Castro. Last year, in 2016, he was with his baby moms, and guess what? He did everything that the cops told him to do, and the cops still shot that nigga in the chest. They still shot him. They still shot him. Why? Because the cop was paranoid. Why? Because he's a so-called black man? He's a threat?
Not only that, they're smacking people up too. They're punching you, kicking you, and you're over here not trying to do nothing, and they're still kicking your ass.
And matter of fact, bring out what Trump said out here in Suffolk County College. Bring that out.
Oh, he said that, you know, when you get arrested and they put your head down, but you won't bump your head in the car. So he said, don't be nice, don't do that, let them hit their head. And they said, and if they put their hands up, you know, for you won't hit them no more, keep hitting them. So that right there, he's letting people know that he wants these cops to fuck us up. That's what he wants us. That's what he wants the fucking cops to do to us.
That's crazy.
Excuse my language.
Yeah, and that's what that's what we're saying, man. We're saying this, that people come by here sometimes and they say, what's the remedy? What is your purpose? What are you trying to speak of? That's what they number one ask us. And all Israel camps got this before. They say, what is your purpose? Especially the so-called black women. You know, okay, on one of them tribes, they always come to you and say that, so guys, what are your purposes? I mean, we know you're reading your Bible. Oh, they say, what's your solution? What is the solution to our problem?
Right.
God damn it. Damn it, the solution is the Lord's. Because it's going to show you how to deal with each other. It's going to show us, the people that's lost, to come in unity. Not under no partying or no bullshit, under the law, statute, and commandments. It's going to teach us how to treat each other. You know what I'm saying? If one of us getting hurt, they're going to say, stop that. You'll have a nigga walk right past you and say, oh, it's not my kid. I'm not concerned.
Right.
Oh, it's
That
not
ain't
my,
me.
yeah, it's not my tribe. Oh, that's Ephraim getting his ass whipped up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not
Oh,
me.
no, I ain't fucking with
I
that.
ain't fucking with him.
I
Oh,
get it,
Ephraim
man.
see Judah and say, look at that Judah getting fucked up. That ain't our business. Worry about our business.
Right.
Come together. That's how you defeat the devil. That's Yahweh Shah's telling you that with the Lord. They can't do shit with us if we come together.
Right, and not only that, if a cop stops you and he's harassing you and he fucking assaults you because you're not listening to him, you can hit him back. You can hit that motherfucker back.
Oh, niggas are scared of that. They pussy on that.
That's assault. So if I hit you, brother, you're gonna hit me back, right?
Right.
So if a cop comes, you ain't gonna hit him back. Fuck that, you gotta hit him back.
What's the difference?
He gonna kill you anyway, nigga. At least go out fighting.
Exactly.
And what's the difference? Just because he got a badge on don't mean shit. He's still a man at the end of the day. Because what the brother says in John, was it Matthew's the 10th chapter? Fear not man that killed the body, not the soul, but fear him that killed the body and the soul. Right. And that's the Most High. You only fear the Most High. So who gives a damn about a cop stopping you with a damn badge? If he hits you, you better hit his ass back.
And the point that the brother is bringing out is what he's saying, what Brother Malak brought out, which is really powerful. You got to meditate on it. Even if he's saying, even when you was following protocol, the
Right,
nigga
protocol.
still killed you.
Right, you still kick your ass.
Right.
And-
Fidel Castillo is real quick. My bad. Philando Castillo was an example of that. So even if you following the white man's law, the white man still gonna murder you.
The seed of Esau.
That's how much he's the devil. That's
And we ain't saying go out there and kill cops. We ain't saying that.
we're not
You know,
saying
'cause
that.
we on camera, we know that.
Yeah.
But you know, we ain't trying to incriminate ourselves. But we're just saying if they assault you, defend yourself.
Right.
Because you got the right to.
Because if
That's
you
all.
don't defend yourself, he's telling you they still gonna whip your ass, they still gonna kill you. And remember, when we saying this, like the brother saying, we're not talking about a nigga that's doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Evil niggas selling drugs all day.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about the ones that's following commandments and there's one that's being at least following the moral law or living. I don't even know how to say
And
that.
when we're trying to tell you, know your rights too.
Yeah.
Know your rights.
Yeah, it is.
Know your rights. Because a lot of things that cops do, they're not supposed to do. They don't even go by their own laws. We gotta, and that's what we gotta start doing too. We gotta know these white man's laws. We gotta know our rights so we can confound these motherfuckers, man. You know, excuse my language, but
Nah, it's what he's striking you with these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? He's telling you to wake up. You know what I'm saying? They killed that boy, he still put his hands up. So they tell you, freeze, put your hands up. You say, officer, all right, you do everything he tell you, and he still blow your goddamn brains out? All right? And you people just march, and that's all y'all do, and sing. You know what I'm saying? We shall over. It ain't get you nowhere. I guarantee you, and I'm not saying to do this, if you start killing them niggas and doing the same thing they doing to you, then it'll be some respect. What they say, put some respect on my name.
You know, and then this filming thing, they got a problem with the filming thing, but they got cameras on you. They got cameras on us. They got a camera right there.
Right,
put
right,
that
that's
put
right.
that camera right there. They got a camera on us. Up there in that pool.
no, like turn it around and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, turn it
turn
around.
it around. and just put it up.
They got a camera on us.
You don't gotta zoom in.
You know, it's not don't zoom in. Just,
Alright.
yeah, just go closer. Just where it says police right there.
Yeah.
You see where it says police? They got everybody on lockdown, and that's in black. And that's in every black and Hispanic neighborhood. That's it. Bring it back, bro. In every black and Hispanic neighborhood, they got a police camera. You go to the South Bronx, NYPD. I bet if you go to Hempstead, Nassau PD. We in Brentwood, the hood, Suffolk County Police Department, watching you blacks and Hispanics. They not watching you for the benefit of you. They watching you for what? Control, dictatorship, the new world order.
Martial law coming to a theater near you. Your front damn door.
Nah,
Right?
man,
'Cause they're
man.
scared of you, blacks and Hispanics. They're scared of you to stand up and become revolutionaries.
That's
what
right.
they're scared about.
Right.
They want you to be selling drugs and doing stupid shit and gangbanging. That's what the fuck they want you to do. They don't want you to stand up and take action and become a man.
That's right.
That's right.
So you blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, you better man up. You better man up and come back to the Bible, because that's what's gonna save you. Selling drugs ain't gonna save you. Being in the corner, being a nigga ain't gonna save you. That's what these crackers want. These crackers want us to kill each other. So why don't you stand up and fight against your enemy? The white man is your fucking enemy.
That's
Wake
right.
up!
If you want to fight, you quick to fight us. You quick to pull out a gun on me. You quick to pull out a knife on me, right? But you won't pull out a knife or a gun on a cop that's killing your ass, right? But you'll do it to your own brothers. You'll do it to your own brothers. Y'all niggas is weak, man. Y'all niggas is so soft. Y'all niggas are so weak because you'll kill your brother that they not doing nothing but reading the Bible. But when the cop roll up on y'all niggas spread. You ever see a cop roll up on niggas? Niggas start spreading,
Right.
moving like
They-
roaches.
They don't even got the gasoline no more. They start walking straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that old shit. Yo, 5-0, nigga. If you really run the block, why the fuck you run away from these cracker cops then? Nigga, you don't run the block. The white man runs the block, not you niggas. So if you really run the block, why don't you stand up for your block against the white man, not for your own brother? You see another brother wearing blue. You see another black or Hispanic, he wearing blue. And you got beef with him? But what about the white man that wears a badge that murders these blacks and Hispanics every day and they get away with it? So they're the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Stand up against the devil, not your brother.
And another thing too, we all come from different barrels. You know what I'm saying? Brentwood is all right. Brentwood's been going through some crazy shit, but there's hardly any niggas that made it through Wyandanch alive. That's
Yes.
my age. They're dead. I come from a city I come from a little small barrel like Wyandanch, and not a lot of niggas can even make it out there. They
Yeah.
dead. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of brothers in Wyandanch. They don't even make it this age. They're dead men. You know what I'm saying? And some of these niggas that's out here right now, they wouldn't even make it to Wyandanch.
Hell no.
They'd be dead. They wouldn't even make it.
That's true.
Everybody in Wyandanch, you better guard your grill. You better know how to use your skills. You better have some kind of gun, and your hand skills better be good. You can't just walk and not talk with lip service. You better be able to prove it.
Hell yeah.
A lot of you niggas got lip service. And that's what we talking about. We talking about stand up for righteousness. Man, do the right thing. Come on, man. Yo, and then another thing too, economics. Putting your money together. You know, none of us, we all be living good. We wouldn't even have to work for that bastard if we put our money together. If we all got $25 a week and saved it for a 5-year period, instead of buying fucking Air Jordans, instead of buying Louis Vuitton shirts, gold chains, rings, silly fucking things. That sound like a rap, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gold chains, rings, and all that other silly damn things, right? And put your money together. You could build something for your people.
Yeah.
For us, if we can stick together. But we can't even do that. So that's a waste of fucking time.
You know, I want to add to that. You know, here on Long Island, just in Suffolk County, you will not find one black business in the industrial field. In the industrial field of Suffolk County, you don't find no black businesses.
And that's the industrial.
That's the industrial. That's when you know that you're in the wealth of the wealth. Now, if you can have a couple of commercial businesses, but even if you look right now, you take a good, sincere look on Suffolk County, you don't find no black businesses out here. Very few. Only hair cutting places, because white people don't want to cut black people's hair, and the beauty shops. Those are the only two things that you see black people
What about
flourishing with. But you don't see them flourishing in the construction field. The unions, forget about it. They don't want black people.
What about the
They-
car companies?
They don't want. They definitely don't want to have black people in Suffolk County working in the unions. And I know, because I'm a construction. I have a construction business out here, and I know how it works here. And it is very, very hard for a person like me to stay in business.
Yeah.
Very, very hard.
And I'm gonna hit you with something else. I got a commercial cleaning company. I'm under a franchise. I've been doing this for 5 years, right? You gotta pay your taxes with that. You gotta you gotta pay your taxes with that. You gotta pay a certain 10% for them finding you certain places to clean a certain place. Franchise. You know what I'm saying? And you also, and I've been doing it for 5 years. I just make enough money, right? Just to pay off my bill. I don't see no surplus. And another thing too, when I thought about it, if I did see a surplus, it would take me away from this. Because I'd be too tired to do this. I feel great. So I have to balance it. I could get a whole lot of account, but I don't do that. Because then you got niggas that you place them, they say I need work, and the niggas won't even show up to the job. And then these people will say, okay, you lost your contract, now your name goes out there as messed up because of a nigga. I done help plenty of brothers get jobs under cleaning under that field. Them niggas don't even show up. They don't even have a car to get there. They want you to take them up there. Like, what kind of shit is that? When you go to the white man, do you tell a white man to pick you up?
The only time I notice that I see brothers that come to be sincere with other brothers is when they're following this truth. I don't see too many brothers out there that are loyal to brothers of color. I don't see that when it comes to business. But when you get a brother that's loyal to this word, and he's loyal to the Most High, he's going to be loyal to Israel.
Right, that's right, man. And you know what? And that's crazy because a lot of blacks and Puerto Ricans say that. A lot of blacks and even Puerto Ricans, they say that, yo, we don't fucking stick together, bro. We don't get along with each other. We don't help each other out. And they would always say that the other people, they help each other out, but we don't. That's true. And that's all the tribes, man.
But no, I say Ephraim though, I'm gonna give a prize. I don't care how you people take it. The Latin community, the so-called Ephraim community, I think they better in sticking together than the other tribes.
I gotta say something.
Right, 'cause even Benjamin, even the West Indians, they got businesses too. If you go to Brooklyn, you see a whole bunch of Jamaican businesses, bro. West Indian, right? You know about that jerk chicken? You know about that jerk chicken? Oxtails, right? In Brooklyn, a West Indian restaurant is never out of business, bro. The only thing, Judah is struggling the most in America. The ones that struggling the most in America is Judah, because Judah don't got businesses like that. Ephraim got a little bit of businesses, but the other Latin tribes, like out here in Brentwood, Zebulon got a lot of businesses out here. Asher got a lot of businesses out here. But where do you see Judah at? There's no Judah. I don't even see Ephraimite businesses. Before Zebulon came out here, you had Ephraimite bakeries. You had a Puerto Rican bakery.
You're taking over.
Right? But then Zebulon took over.
But now let me hit y'all with one more.
I'll tell you something real heavy based on that.
All right, let me just say real quick though. One special thing that I do know of, and y'all don't know this, even the tribe of Zebulon with their businesses, they're working the businesses. But Esau controls that shit. They just the faces.
Exactly.
I want to say that brother's telling you 100%. So because if you notice, a lot of these Latino communities, they segregate, and the only way that they can prosper in the way that they're going is that they got to stay among the group that is being controlled by the elite that's behind the scenes, that's giving them bank loans, that's giving them properties, that's giving them business loans, and they don't even have no credentials of being an American citizen. You figure that one out.
Wow.
Ooh.
Whoa.
And now check this out. So this is what they do, just to add on to it. You go to the Zebulon restaurant, right? So you go to the tribe of Zebulon or
divide and conquer.
You also Ephraim restaurant, and you'll see beautiful women. They're serving. You know what I'm saying? So now, if I was an Ephraim, or from a tribe of Zebulon, you know what I'm saying? Any one of those restaurants, I would go in there because I was thinking that this is my people who I'm supporting.
Right.
But later on down the line, if you come here in a good time in the afternoon or early in the morning, it's gonna be a white man that's collecting the whole pay. He really owes it. He's just using them as the faces. So he's tricking y'all niggas.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. So you going up there, you see a Spanish mommy, because you know all the brothers want to go to a place where you see women at, beautiful women. So you go there, you like, oh, mamacita, she did. But you think you doing something right for your people, your community. You building up Esau's shit.
That's Esau.
Only way that you can really get money if you own this whole shit, this property.
Right, if you own the
the building itself.
Yes.
People don't really own that, or Zubulon.
But most of the blacks here in Suffolk County and on Long Island and in the metropolitan area, but I want to speak about Long Island basically.
Right.
They have been segregated out of the business district by the upper elite that are behind the scenes that know that they are Israel and they do not want them to prosper in no way.
You better learn today. You better read about it.
And then what the brother's saying, they use the other tribes to try
Against.
to separate from
Divide
Judah.
and conquer.
Divide and conquer. But really, Esau is owning it at the end of the day. But
That's
we still
divide
in the
and
hood.
conquer.
All the tribes are still in the hood struggling. We still banging on each other. We still killing each other. So at the end of the day, Esau is winning, man.
And
That's
guess
why.
what?
That's why. If my people that
Right
are
now.
called by my name will turn from their wicked ways, God will heal us. He'll heal us and bring us back together.
And we're not just talking about we're not just talking about economics and business and money. We're talking about first and foremost the Bible.
There you go.
Then that comes later. Because when you stay in this truth for a while, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When you stay in this truth for at least more than 5 or 6, 7 years, and you don't leave out, you're gonna be blessed with substance from the Most High. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? You stay in this truth and don't give up. Rain, sleet, and clothes. Rain, sleet, and snow. You're gonna be blessed with substance. You're gonna be getting things. Things gonna look easy. You're still gonna go through hell, but the Most High gonna give you substance.
Meditate day and night.
And remember, when you lose things, the Lord chastises you. So you gotta go through trials and tribulations, but He's gonna bless you at the end of the day.
Let's get back on these laws, y'all,
Yeah.
so we can end this and close this up.
This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 1.
Bring it out.
I was in verse 4, right? It's Exodus 20 and 4. I was in the 4th verse. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
So don't take the snail and say this is the great fish, the snail god or snail goddess. Hell no.
Buddha's lit.
No Buddha.
Buddha.
Or the flying duck or whatever you want to do, and make that as a god.
You see that?
Yo, pay attention.
Where you get it from?
Quick, and then come back around.
You see, but that's the Lord judging him. You see how? You see how he came here and he scoffed and he went against the word? Now you got them other cats taking that bike away from him because he might have stole that bike from them. You see that? But that's the Lord's judgment, man. You see that?
Check it out, man. Check it out, man. Let them see the hand of the Lord.
That's the judgment of the Lord. Yeah. From judgment of the Lord.
God is dealing with it.
You gotta be sneaky with it.
I'm learning.
Because niggas don't want to be on cameras either.
Yeah. You know, they get mad.
See, and this is why, because you don't keep the commandments. You're not staying focused on the word.
All right, yeah, let's get on to the word. This is Exodus.
Right, let's pay attention to the
Yeah,
word.
let's pay attention to the word. Don't worry about that.
All right, we did that for a little bit.
The reason why we did that because that was a judgment of the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying?
They're ready to break out over there, man.
Hey, but but we in the midst of sinners, we in the midst of the hood, teaching the Bible. But yeah, but this is Exodus, chapter 20, verse 5. Listen up, focus.
Focus on the
Focus
word.
on the word.
Focus on the word.
This is Exodus 20 and 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, No, serve them, for I, the Lord Yahweh, thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Read it again.
Right. Exodus 20 and 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh, thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children.
That's iniquity. That's iniquity.
Divide and conquer.
Right.
That's what we were just talking about.
Stealing from each other, robbing from each other, flipping on each
Divide
other,
and conquer.
and denouncing the Most High. That's a plague. That's his judgment. Because remember, he was here earlier, playing with the Most High as well.
That's what happens
Yeah,
when
that's
you
right.
say you don't believe in God.
AC/DC.
That's what happens when you don't-
came.
You gonna say it again? ACDC.
Yes, that said AC/DC. After Christ, the devil came.
My son bike, nigga.
There you go.
It's my son bike, nigga. I'm a wax.
But you see that? The Most High judged his ass. Because he went against the Most High's word, he was being a scoffer. He was being a demon. That's what he get. Now, I'm not wishing death. I'm not putting curses on him. I'm not glad that it happened. But that was the Most High's judgment. That's what he gets.
Because he was up here dancing in the temple of the Lord, mocking, acting crazy. You know what I'm
God
saying?
does chastise the ones he loves. God's dealing with him. God's trying to show him.
God's whipping his ass right now to whip his ass
he
back in
better-
shape.
So he better repent. If he don't
Wake
repent, he gonna be put to death out here. That's it.
That's it.
It's either you repent or you die.
Straight gate.
That's it.
That's it, man. Repent or you die. Especially when you in the hood. If you in the hood messing around, because the prophets of the Lord is out here. Lord willing, we the men of the Lord. We in the midst of the hood. So now you ain't got no excuse when a brother gets murdered out here.
You steers, see, this word steers shit up. This word steers it up. There you go. That's Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh's word. Not men, we just the mouthpiece. Read on to these laws.
Come on, that's right. This is Exodus 20 and 5. Listen up! Thou shalt not bow down. No.
I'm sorry.
When I say listen up,
I'm sorry.
Oh, just to add the two, we gotta come up with something. When something goes down, we gotta give signals. When somebody comes from that way and somebody comes from that way. So think of a key word that we'll know. You too, you gotta listen to. You out here too. You know what I'm saying? These are demons out here. I told you that before. Don't think that maybe one day that we might not get it that might not come to us. You gotta be able to stand on your ground. You gotta have the code. We all watching each other back. Because we can get fucked up out here. Alright, so just because you're the cameraman, don't think it's so sweet. You gotta look around, you gotta be smooth, you gotta be together.
Be a watchtower.
A watchtower as one. So when I'm talking to y'all, I'm looking that way too. When he's talking, he's looking that way. When you
I
come
got
up
my
here,
back, I got your back. We got
you see each other, so he's watching your back from that side, you watching his back from that side, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching his back from the side angle, he's watching that side angle. What is the code that we're gonna use for when we feel like something's coming, a danger, somebody looking for you? You think of that because you're the leader. You gotta think of a powerful word. Yeah, I know. Unless you know it already.
No, I know the word.
All right, what's the word? Okay.
So like
We'll
if
tell you
something,
after.
if something goes down, we're gonna say that word.
All right. What's that word?
The word is watch.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's the
because-
key. Just like so.
So if we see something funny, we say watch.
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 Out of nowhere, that when you reading the scripture, somebody reading the scripture, somebody just say, watch. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, don't go like this.
Even if a brother's speaking, but like, oh, real quick, brother, watch, and then you go on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you know that if we say it, you don't turn around and say, don't do that, because you just be. That means because he's watching your back and he's watching your back. Just stay your ground, but we telling you to watch because it's, you know what I'm saying. Don't. Not just talking to you, but don't, you know how some brothers say, watch it like, yo, what you talking about? Don't do that. You're giving it away. Right? You just be like, watch. That means your eyes on these
Keep be
niggas.
alert. Just think
Be
about
alert.
it. Think about it. Don't make it hot.
get your guard
Just
up.
think about it. That's it.
You're in military too, baby.
Yeah.
All right,
this is
Big Cab,
military.
this is military training.
Right. And the thing is, like, you know, whoever catches on to it first, watch. That's what we're gonna do from now on.
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying? You know.
That's a beautiful word. That's easy. Right
Yeah.
to the point.
Right.
That was the Spirit telling us that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, brother.
Exodus 20:5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers.
What does that mean? Yeah, like read that again. Read that again.
Exodus 20:5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers.
Talking about their God.
Upon the children unto the third and fourth generation unto them that hate. Now let me ask y'all brothers this. I think I know you know. I want to ask this brother. I want to ask the three of y'all. All right. Whoever could come up with it first. Maybe even you two.
All right.
Even you two. What is iniquity?
Iniquity is like
Sin.
sin, yeah.
Yes, sin. Sin upon sin, right? Okay.
So and also yeah.
Right, evil doing. So he's visiting the evil doings, and guess what? He's an example. Because what he's doing is iniquity right now.
The Most High is visiting
You see
them.
what I'm saying?
That's the Spirit. So it was iniquity, it was sin. Because sin and iniquity was breaking the law, right? So when he first came out, brother, he brought that out, clarify on that.
Right, so matter of fact, to further clarify that, let's go into the Hebrew. Because we have to know the Hebrew. Contrary to popular belief. You know what I'm saying? We got to know the Hebrew, because how are we going to call ourselves Hebrew Israelites if we don't know the Hebrew? We have to know the Hebrew. That's our culture. That's part of our culture. We got to know the Hebrew, which is Abarya, which means past. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's true. Yep. And really, Hebrew Israelite means Ibar Yasharala. Ibar Yasharala. So, you look up the word iniquity. The word iniquity, right, is it's Iwa one. Iwa one. I1. Which means perversity, depravity, and guilt and iniquity, guilt or punishment of iniquity. So it's not
Guilt and punishment of iniquity. So now why did you bring that out about what was that iniquity with your brother? You made a point. And I know what you were going with that.
he was speaking against the Most High's word. And he said that his God, don't believe what your God says, but his God is sin.
Right. And then he had the shirt that said that.
Right. ACDC,
Wow.
which is blasphemy.
All right. Go ahead. Read on.
We don't know. Just read the word. Just read the word. That's all. We're not scared of you. No.
Go ahead. You start doing good. You start doing good. When somebody's talking to you first, you don't look like this fat. You want to fight your best. You want to be the greatest. You ain't gonna know where you get that power from, and you're gonna win. But if you entertain it and you jump out there like a frog, I've seen you. If you jump out there trying to be ill and trying to show off, you can get it back. You get fucked up. Be humble. Yeah, that happens to me. A lot of fights that I lost, a lot of fights that I lost is because I tried to show off, and I got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be ill and show off, maybe from some broad or whatever it is.
Trying to be the Roy Jones.
Trying to be the Roy Jones and get fucked up. But anytime I was humble, the nigga got out of line, and I was right, demolished, KO, flawless victory. Kano wins.
Took the heart out.
My way.
Yeah, so my wins. That's right.
Yep.
So that's it. You almost
Yeah, we almost done. So basically what I'm saying is a punishment of iniquity.
right.
And guess what? That brother got punished. Because that brother was being a simpleton, and then he was confused. He was confused. And then he acted like he knew what he was talking about, but he didn't know. Lord judged him.
That was his only bite that he probably had. That was his bite to get around and everything.
But come to find out, I heard the whole thing. According to the dude with the Phillies hat, he stole their bike.
Right. So it's his son's bike.
You don't steal people's bikes. You don't steal.
Right.
If that's the truth, then he came out here scoffing against the word, and he stole somebody's bike. Man, that's a double whammy.
And
You gotta
God,
punish me.
God revealed them. That's the bottom line.
Right.
He revealed his deeds. His deeds were after BC, the devil king.
It is.
Of the fathers upon the children of the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto the thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
That's what it's about. Keeping his commandments. That's your unity. That's your salvation. When you keep these moral laws, brothers gonna come together in a unity. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna know. They're gonna be economically prepared, financially prepared, spiritually prepared. I said it backwards. I should have said spiritually prepared, financially prepared, then economically prepared. Because that would be loving your brother as I love thyself. That's the neighborhood. Love thy neighbor. That's the law. You know what I'm saying? And then it says those two, all the laws hang on. All for those two.
Yep. All the 613 laws, pretty much like the 10 Commandments that we're reading, that's an outline of 613. Because when you add, because a brother from GMS said that, and it makes sense. Because 6 plus 1 plus 3 is 10.
Right.
613, the outline is 10, right? And then all those laws, 613 laws hangs on 2 pillars. Love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
When is the Sabbath day? When does the Sabbath come in? That's the new moon, according to the new moon. It's not every Saturday, which we used to follow in Nate every Saturday. Nah, man. You got the new moon giving you signs of the times. You know what I'm saying? When days to follow the high holy days and the Sabbath and all those ceremonies through the new moon.
Yep. And it says, 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord, which is a weekly Sabbath.
Right.
Right. And it says, and thy God in it thou shalt not do no work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Now, can you, in this captivity now that we're in, can we eventually keep all this can we keep the Sabbath day completely? No. Some of us, not all of us. If you can, then that's good. But some of us can't because we're in our captivity. And the Most High knew that. That's why Yahweh comes in with the grace.
And it says, 6 days, for in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all in them that is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
That's why the Sabbath is so important if you can keep it. That's why we rehearsing the righteous acts. Some of us will not be able to complete all of those days. Some days you might have to work, but to the best of your ability.
Stop on the mud hole. Honor thy father and thy mother, that the days may be long upon the land, which the Lord thy power giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Look up the word kill.
Right.
The Hebrew word for the word kill is ratazak.
Ratazak.
Everybody say it with me. Ra-tazak.
Tazak.
Ra-tazak.
Tazak.
One more time.
Ra.
Wait, hold on. Repeat after me.
Ra.
Ra-tazak.
Tazak.
Ratazak.
Ratazak.
There you go.
Oh, Ratazak.
Right. Thou shalt not ratazak.
Thou shalt not Ratazak.
Which means to murder.
Murder.
Not actually killing as defending yourself, but to murder meaning kill without just cause. Premeditated. He's going to say it right here. Premeditated. Accidental, as an avenger. Slayer, intentional.
Yeah, so that means you secretly devise that in your heart. And that's to your brother. Brothers to brothers. That's your neighbors according to the flesh. Okay? First and foremost, you're not supposed to scheme to no man. You're not supposed to do that. You got it back. Let's see what he stole. Nah, you ain't stole that. You never took that fight from him. That boy kept that shit. Kept it.
He probably was talking to him and they probably was like, oh wait, he took it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Oh
say.
shit.
He got it back. He closed it too.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm trying to say. He take that
Oh
back.
shit,
No,
look.
no.
Put the camera, put the camera. Real quick, just real quick. Alright, put it back.
I think that boy took it back. He took it. I told you.
See that's
See,
the
but he's
that's the
being
pro-
a demon, though.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with our people, man.
He's
They,
being
they
a
think
demon.
that everything's a game.
That's how quick a person's
Yo,
life
you can
be
get
taken.
killed for some stupid shit like that. That's stupid shit.
Right.
Right. His
Yeah.
mind ain't correct. He's intoxicated. He can't think proper.
And then he's standing there. He's just sitting there. I don't advocate that. But
There
if
you
I
go.
was him, I would have been out of
There you
there.
go. There you go.
I would have been out of there already.
He went and took that back.
But
man.
now he's being a demon, bro.
You see, I wouldn't be surprised if the little niggas roll up on him and kick his ass.
No,
They
no,
do
no,
test
no.
the
No, no,
little
that's
niggas.
serious stuff. But let's stay in here in the word.
Yeah,
man.
let's stay in the
Let's
word.
stay in the word. Let's
Stay in the word.
All
This
this
is
stuff's
your
not
power.
always going to happen.
Yeah, that's
man.
always that happens.
It's an everyday occurrence.
Yep.
Nothing new under the
But
sun.
you see, but he's being a demon, so that's why he took the fight back, and now he's giving him a hard time. But it's gonna be to the point where he's gonna end up getting knocked out for being a demon. Yeah, that's stupid. Okay, so Ratazak, which is intentional. You intended to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying?
He said he's coming back.
And it says, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not
Ratazak.
Ratazak. Oh, that's right, brother. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Let's look up the word steal.
Wait a minute,
Ratazak.
go to that adultery is twofold. Okay, so, yeah, go there real quick.
Strong's G 5003. Now everybody repeat after me.
Alright?
Nah.
Nah.
Pa.
Napa. Got it.
Napa.
Napa.
There you go.
Napa.
So Napa.
Napa.
Okay, that means to commit adultery. Commit adultery. Commit adultery. Usually a man, always with a wife, another man's wife.
So that's carnal adultery.
Right.
And now it's also spiritual adultery when you into other philosophies. If you into anything that's out contrary to the Most High. If
Right.
you're in a denomination, that's spiritual adultery. Then you got the physical adultery, which that's why I say that's twofold. But we went over that.
It's going to tell you too. Idolatrous worship, figuratively. So that's goes into what the brother's saying.
Right.
Right. That's Napa.
Napa.
Yep. Napa. Yep. That's it on that, right?
That's it on you.
Okay. Thou shalt not steal.
All right.
Want to look at the word steal?
Yeah.
The word steal is Strong's H 1589. Now, repeat after me. You're going to say it together. Ganab.
Ganav.
Ganab.
Ganav.
Ganaba.
Ganaba.
Okay. Which is to steal away, carry, to be stolen. To steal.
So that's taking another man's goods. Ain't that the spirit?
That's the spirit.
Wow.
He's being a demon. He was stealing, and then that's why the cat came up to him. And he got his bite back. You know what I'm saying? He was being a demon. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
What is that talking about?
Want me to look that up too? Yeah, they know this basically lying about.
Yeah, false, making up scheming on somebody.
This is the last verse.
That's
verse,
it.
verse 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Well, we know what that means, but we're going for edification. Covet. Okay. Scheming, you wishing to have what another man has.
Right.
Desire, lusting.
Now, the Hebrew word is Strong's age 2530.
Strong age 25, 30.
Kamada.
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 Come on.
Which means to desire.
Desire.
To take pleasure in.
Pleasure.
So you desire somebody else's property.
Right.
So it's envy.
You desire another man's wife. You know what I'm saying? You desire another man's car. I wish I had what he had. I'm going to try to get to that. But when you do that too, you know what? That's like, you ever heard the word keeping up with the Joneses? Your pockets can't afford that. But you trying to desire what this man got the Lexus, and then that brings injuries to you because you can't afford that.
Right.
So now you starving.
Right. You're just doing it because you want to show off. You want to make it seem like you got it like that.
That's right.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. And really, that's being a hater too.
Hater.
You're being a hater. You got a lot of haters in the hood, don't you?
That's right.
You see the next nigga with a Honda Civic, be like, nah, oh man, fuck that nigga, I'm gonna steal this shit.
Right.
Or fuck it, I want something that he want, but I want to get fucking. He got a 2014, man. I'm gonna steal that and I'm gonna customize it and make it better. You know what I mean? Or he'll be in competition with him. You know what I'm saying? People want to be in competition with they brother. You know what I mean? You want to be better than the next man. That's coveting your neighbor.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it says.